swimmers. I think this is reaching maybe all 3 levels, but I want to say a special hello and aloha to the level 1 swimmers at University City Swim Club. These are different times we're in right now than just a few weeks ago when we were last together. And we get to now meet separately. I'm hoping to talk to you today for a little bit about some of the goals and things we've been doing with that, and then challenge you to a particular exercise or activity that I've been doing for a long time, and some of the adults can tell you about that. But I want to tell you that even though we're not together, and that's sort of what this is about, that the things that are happening right here in St. Louis, yeah, that is the arch. I live right by the arch. So I thought I'd set it up so you could see what I get to see every day. But the things that are happening in St. Louis are happening all over the world, all over our country. So the things that we're feeling, other people are feeling too. And part of it is wanting to be together. So this is our way of being together and being healthy right now. I'm glad we're here together. Thanks for listening to this. One of the things that's been happening, the coaches and all met for the swim club on a Zoom phone call, which is a visual social media kind of a phone call where we can see each other. And I heard that we're all sitting on the couch, it turns out. None of us are moving. So part of what we're doing is using our goals that we made before this event happened that's keeping us home, and adapting it, because that would be part of SMART goals, would be adapting them as your circumstances change. And everybody's circumstances have changed, even the Olympians. So we're learning new ways to do things. What I'd like to say is that Coach Justin and Coach Ryan, Coach John and myself, we're adapting in new ways in the same way you're learning in new ways. We're learning new ways to coach. So I guess I'd like to talk about what my challenge is, and it has to do with balance. And I'm sure you probably know some of this, but balance has a couple of different meanings. One in terms of swimming, we'll say this, because you may have other ones in math or something, or money. But in swimming, we talk about balance. It refers to being steady. It also talks about being both sides. Something you do on one side is the same as the other. Balance is also counterweight. And in swimming, that has to do with like backstroke, where one arm pushing down here is lifting that. We're not going to talk about that one, the third definition. Today, I'm just going to talk about both sides and steady, being straight and steady in your balance. And the activity that we're going to do involves standing in this position, which almost looks like somebody's sitting, but one leg is, I'm covering this, one leg is straight and the other is bent as if it's sitting in a chair, and your hands are wherever you want. And I'll start, excuse me. So, bending your leg, standing, and in my case, looking forward like that. And you're going to have somebody record how long you do that. You might count the seconds, 1, 1,000, 2, 1,000, or you can have someone time you. And then you use the other leg and you do the same thing. I don't want you hunched over, and I don't want your legs moving. Your arms can be wherever they are comfortable. Some people balance like that. and you're gonna record that time. So then, that's the challenge here, is you're gonna be recording the times. The first time you do it is the beginning one. That was my beginning one. Maybe I did 5 seconds and 22 seconds, I don't know. One side and the other, left and right side. Then I'm gonna practice today for 5 more minutes. Maybe after that, I've improved a little. Maybe I get tired, I don't know. But I'm gonna record those times. And then on day 5, you're gonna practice every day for 5 minutes. And then 5 days from now, you're gonna record it again. And I kind of know where I am because I do this a lot. But I'm gonna do it this week with you and see if I can get better too. So we'll see. You're gonna record the seconds. And maybe your name, you could even put it on a piece of paper and report it back. Because balance is important. You wanna be steady. I'm not that steady on this side. And you also want to do both sides. So that's what we're talking about. Excuse me. So again, next week you'll send me a little chart, picture of it, and we'll exchange pictures, because I think that's a neat way to talk to each other. And I guess I wanted to say one more thing about us being apart but together. A few of you on the team finished your goal sheets, and we had our shells, and I made my necklace and I've got it on today. And that's one way we can share time and traditions together, even if we're not in the same pool together. And as well, doing these challenges, Ryan's challenge, Justin's challenge, because I know they're going to be fun and hardworking, we'll start to work towards some of our goals. Because just because we're out of the pool doesn't mean we can't work towards our SMART goals, and those are specific. Today it's balance, and it's very specific. Measurable, seconds, you're gonna measure. Achievable, definitely. And I'd add that in our overall scheme, we're also doing things that are flexible here. So this wasn't in our plan before, but it is today. Relevant, very relevant. No pool, so we're working on the land. And we've got time. It's bound by time. In 5 days, you're gonna tell me the results, your times for your left and your right leg, the balance in terms of seconds. And I also want you to think about the next time we meet. There are a few things that we can gather. I keep my heavy ball out here. If you have a ball, any size will do, but for me, it's a bigger ball, water polo ball. It happens to be heavy. It doesn't need to be a heavy ball. Another thing that you can bring the next time we meet is a can. And these are small cans. I want you to be able to hold them. I don't want them to be big cans like, I don't know, pineapple or tomato. And the last thing is a cloth. And the cloth would just be, this one's a pillowcase that you can see. Maybe you can't see. It's this length. That's what we're looking at. So, aloha. We're apart, but together. My dog just woke up to see us. Let's bring him in. Hi, swimmers. This is Sina. Aloha.